Hi, and welcome to the Market Alert for Monday, 13th of September 2021. So the news for Friday, stock, bonds, dollar and cryptos are all tumbling. This is mid-session, not the end of the session. And at that point, the sort of subhead was sell all things. We've then got strongest stocks suffer longest losing streak since Feb as breadth plummets, 5 straight days down. What did Kaplan know? Well, I don't know if he's actually sold or not. It was kindly pointed out in the comments that they haven't sold as yet. I don't know whether they have or they haven't. But sometimes these headlines are put out, of course, to get everybody else to sell, and they may want to buy back cheaper and keep moving the market to the upside. The same as Buffett when he was saying that he was buying silver, he was selling. When Elon Musk was buying Bitcoin, he was selling Bitcoin. You know, they won't get into these trades and let you know they're getting into the trades because it bids the price to the upside. So it doesn't work quite like that. But I don't know whether they've sold or not. So we'll just have to wait and see. And it should be relevant now anyway, frankly, because if the market's going to move lower, it'll move lower. The Fed is fatally corrupt. Well, we know that it's morally corrupt as well. And so is the rest of America's status quo. We know you're all just poor, corrupt officials, but bleating excuses won't save you from the karmic payoff. I can't wait for the karmic payoff, actually. I look very much forward to that day. Apparently, it's official tapering to begin in November, end in July. Let's see. You get a situation like we're seeing at the moment where the market is weak. It's being pushed to the downside. If it accelerates to the downside, the Fed will delay tapering. Because if even just the prospect of tapering moves the market sharply to the downside, then what's it going to do when they officially announce today we start tapering? And as it says here, tapering will take place at 15 billion monthly pace. Well, it's no big deal, is it? They've been printing 120 billion per month. So 15 billion is only a token gesture, frankly. And if they were going to say we're going to end it, then I'm sure the bottom would fall out of the stock market. But until that point, wait and see. Implied volatility moving up, as we can see here over the last few days, 15.09. The low we had was down here at 11, so we're still 22 area before you'd see anything significant to say that we'd reached a bottom at the moment in the current correction. News, nothing today, so the market's going to have to make its own direction for whether they're going to continue the sell-off to the downside or move back to the upside. But let's start off with the Dow. We've got the daily chart here. You can see that we stopped at 89% there, and we're now sitting at 89 on the downside from here up to here. And from here to here, a bigger swing back. We're looking at 50% retracement there at the moment. So an important area. But the market currently trading below this. So if we take out the low from here where they bought back for the last swing back up to 89, then we're going through to 62 and then all the way down to 89 here, which will be interesting. We've been here before, but you can see the reversal the next day as they brought prices back. But is it different this time? Who knows? Like I say, there's no news to move the market today. And you can see on Friday again, the market selling sharply to the downside. Starting to look like the silver chart, isn't it? You know, market opens and they sell it off. The only difference is they usually bring the Dow back, but at the moment they haven't. It's only come off the Friday low on the overnight market at the moment. So it's got a lot of work to do on the upside, which wouldn't take a long time in Dow terms, especially assisted by the plunge protection team. So let's have a look at the German DAX. Also a similar picture here. Let's just have a tidy up of the lines. We've got nothing on the upside at the moment. We're through 38. We're through the 76% retracement there, and 78%. And we've got this 78 from here to here, and 89 there as well, where the market stopped prior to this. But again, it's still looking weak, below the 5 bar, below the 20 bar moving average as well. And in the 30-minute, again, you can see the sell-off taking place when the Dow opened and moved sharply lower. The DAX actually following it over 100 points. Two good trades on Friday afternoon that followed this as well. Also, like the Dow, were sitting close to the low. We didn't trade down to the low. We only got back to 89% by the looks of things. Bang on 89% there for the Dow in the DAX in the 30-minute. This needs to be taken out, and the low if it's to move lower. If not, we'll see a bit of a bounce to the upside of this area where we're currently trading. So from this high to this low, cover both sides so you know where you are. You can see 38% is Friday's high, so that would be easy to remember. In the 2-minute charts, overnight you can see a lot of activity starting to come in there as we headed down towards the low. Drop down overnight, rally to begin with, but again narrow range for the market. So we moved higher off Friday's low, then the market ran into some selling, and then it's found some support at the moment. So we'll see what happens in the futures when it opens shortly. So let's have a look at the silver market. This was hammered to the downside again on Friday. It was all going well in the mid-morning, and then in they came and they just crushed it. No surprise, because as I say, I've still got a buy order in down at the $20 area, which I believe it's likely to go. If I've got to be honest, I don't see any reason why they can't keep crushing the price and moving it lower. If they want to do that, it's fine by me. I have absolutely no problem with that. I'm already in at $13 to the downside. They can take it back to that level if they want. It'll allow me to bet more per point, and move things, or rather when things move back to the upside, that's just fine. They can't stay like this forever, but they're just using this and manipulating it. And if you want to see a really good interview about this, then you should have a look at this. And I'm actually going to play this bit here so that you can get a good idea of how they're actually playing this trade at the moment.
As well as the bankers supplying the money at a favorable interest rate. I mean, this is a perfect trade. This is something I am amazed that no one's put together yet. However, actually, this is not all that bad for the cartel. They've been at this game a long time. And while the cartel banks have been profiting from a sufficient position concentration, as we just discussed a minute ago, that's enabled them to lock down the silver market inside this virtual casino, they've simultaneously been accruing a massive long physical silver position for their house accounts, secure in the knowledge that silver is significantly undervalued. And so, as we know, silver is the only commodity on earth that is below 1980 price levels, which on the 18th of January 1980, silver peaked at just under $50. It was $49.45, while gold peaked at $8.50 in round numbers. So despite official management, gold is still $1,000 roughly higher than where silver closed on Friday at $24.65. That is $24.65 lower than its 1980 peak, is what I'm trying to say. So ludicrous situation, and it should not exist, and it will not exist for very much longer.
So there you go. What I've been saying for the last goodness knows how long, but it's nice to actually hear it from, from somebody who's so knowledgeable as Andrew Maguire. This man lives, breathes, and he sells and buys physical by the ton in his company. So he knows what's going on, and he knows where the bodies are buried. But it's great to actually hear somebody else actually spell out the ludicrous situation of silver being half the price that it was in 1980, and yet gold $1,000 higher. So it goes to show how much manipulation is going on in this market. So if they want to continue with this, like I say, it's fine by me, because the cheaper they make it, it's just, it can't last forever. And when it does go, it will be vertical. So I don't mind if they want to continue to do this. I don't get despondent by it. It's frustrating to watch, I suppose, because we'd all like to see it move to the upside. But it is what it is. You will not beat the bank. As I said in the market alert in February the 3rd of this year, when silver went to $29, I said, don't hold your breath. You won't beat the bankers. There's absolutely no way. When they were trying to create the short squeeze with the, which said the Wall Street traders already done in, what was that company called? GameSpot, or I don't know what it was. But anyway, I said that they would never achieve that same goal, because it's not trying to actually reverse a short or trying to create a short squeeze. Okay, let's have a quick look at Friday's action. Unfortunately, the recording is corrupted, so I'll just give you a quick overview of what the market did. We've had the futures there where the market traded down, came back 89%, and then we had this horrible mess here in the start of the session where the market couldn't make up its mind where to go. It did try to break to the upside, then failed, and the market was brought back to the 200 MA, and also if I just draw this in for you, you will see how the market came back to 89% as well, and the 200 MA, and the increase in volume here just at this level as the market was brought back. Then we had a potential buy signal after the sell signal just traded down to this level. This was a break-even trade because the market came back very quickly, didn't continue to take out the support to the left, which is a shame. So then the market again retraced back to the 200 MA. You can see the buying coming into the market. There was some selling initially in the first bar, then prices moving to the upside. But unfortunately, I was stopped out of this trade as prices came back through the 5-bar moving average there, just for 13 points profit. But then it continued on for another 25 without me. We've got the market retracing there 78% as it went through the lunchtime. And again, it was quite a broad range, actually, if you look at the chart there, nearly 40 odd points. And then moving to the downside. And on the afternoon, the market closing straight below the 200 MA, the Dow already falling out of bed, prices moving sharply lower. And again, only a scalp trade because the market came right back through. As you'll see, the shorts there taking profits as well with the volume. However, the market did reverse and then move lower. You can see the green bars. There's the attempt to actually try and bring the market back. Eventually they do to the BRN, and then we've got a sell there down. And this is the kicker here. You can see huge bar there, volatility, and then you can see the shorts getting it out of the trade there as well as prices were then brought back. Okay, that's it for this one. If there is anything else to report, I will let you know. So have a quick look just to see where things are at the moment. So it's attempting to move back to the upside, a bit patchy there. I'll have to reload the chart just to make sure. But at the moment, the DAX above the DP level. Okay, like I say, that's it for this one. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.